What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and I am back today with another video for you all. I hope you guys have been doing well. I hope you guys have been staying safe. In today's video, you guys, I want to show you my overall strategy in terms of how I blitz going through each week, especially when there's new characters. You know, they have the Red Star Rampage and the Blitz Orb Assault for the milestones every Sunday. You know, I want to show you guys my strategy in terms of how I get through that as efficiently as possible, as there is a rhyme and reason for this madness. So, you know, unfortunately, this is actually one of the most critical areas of the game where there's a lot of criticism in terms of people wanting the system to be better, to improve overall quality of play. Unfortunately, you guys, you know, with changes coming in up, I sincerely hope that there's a better way to do this so that there's not as much of a grind. But for the time being, you guys, it's extremely pivotal for newer players and beginning players to really maximize the rewards. So what I mean by that is, if you go into these challenges here and you go to the rewards, you can see that there is a huge amount of rewards here just in terms of being able to play the game and be able to progress and unlock each of these milestones. So what I want to do for you guys today is just go through how I normally unlock one, especially with this one being a weekly one. I'll start with Orb Assault and I'll definitely increase the speed, but I'll walk you guys through the strategy overall, just because I've been playing the game for 7 months, and at the very beginning, I think it was month 1, month 2, I wasn't really sure of how to do this effectively. Someone finally walked me through it. He was one of my alliance mates, so shout out to you, buddy. But when he had a chance to do that, it finally made sense to me, and I was like, oh wow, it makes a lot more sense, and he just provided a lot of clarity. So that's what I'm hoping to do with today's video for the newer players and beginning players out there. So you guys, let's dive right in. So to start off here, you can see at the very top there's a multiplier for 2x, and then and there's also 431 points below it. What that basically means is, you guys, this multiplier is essentially calculated based on how many victories you've had. Additionally, the 431 points represents the number of points that you're going to get if you win this battle. So generally, you want to find a balance between a multiplier that you're comfortable in, where you can consistently get victories, because that maximizes the points you're going to get, and at the same time, you're also sustaining that. And obviously, there is strategy in terms of losing on purpose to maintain that multiplier. So what I generally try to do, you guys, is and I'll definitely fast forward the battles for you guys, but what I generally try to do is, you know, they've provided this now in terms of being able to preset teams. And what I generally try to do is, I actually have preset teams already. So what I'll do is I'll go through and choose my lowest team here, and I'm just gonna dive right in, you guys, and show you these battles here. So I'm gonna quickly fast forward through all the victories here, you guys, for you. But as you can notice with my battles, what I actually do, especially with these lower multipliers, I actually just, right when I begin, I just hit the auto button. I don't even care about the characters, because in this multiplier, especially 2x, it's generally almost an auto win. So as long as you have all your characters in the same level, and if to increase that edge, what I'll usually try to do then is, out of those 5 characters, I'll have one character that's slightly stronger, that is a better character. You know, an example would be, you know, Doctor Strange, Iron Fist, someone that can hold their own. You know, in this battle, I have Chavda here as stronger than all their other allies. And what you can do then is, it just makes it so that it's predictable, it's easy to almost guarantee kind of the auto win. And going through these battles, you guys, you can also see that I've actually put together teams that have synergy together. So I may not have leveled them up strong, but you know, generally I put similar characters that have synergy in teams. Like, for instance, this one's Red Skull, and that synergy is actually what allows me to be able to have a pretty good auto win capability. So in this one's X-Force. You know, like I said, they're not strong. The goal of these teams, you guys, are just to generate the multiplier and increase their likelihood of being able to automatically win for you, so that when you're jumping into the blitz battles, you guys are just hitting auto, and then the moment that's done, you just move on to the next battle. So that's what's really important, you guys. Really, preparation is really important for milestones unlocking, especially when you're a newer player. So you know, like I said earlier, you guys, if you're able to just preset those teams, it's absolutely crucial in being able to really mitigate time that you're spending going through the game. And it creates this you know, it becomes a pretty mindless process. But you know what? For free-to-play players, you guys are getting a boatload of rewards if you're able to go through and do that. So, you know, like I said, preset teams if you can, have similar teams that have synergy. You know, as you can see through my teams that I'm rotating through here, you know, for this one, it's the mercenary team. Like I said, maximizing those synergies as you increase your multiplier is really what's key. As you can see as well too, you know, if there are instances where your teams are being used or duplicated in other teams, you're gonna see that obviously there's a cooldown on there. Every character can only be used once every 2 hours. So really, this is a strategy for you guys to really mitigate not being able to use those blitz recharges, at the same time building up your multiplier and maximizing your points. And that's really what's key, because as you can see here, my points are just slowly getting racked up as we do these auto wins. And it doesn't take a lot of time if you have more characters, especially if you're a higher combat power team. So especially like the whales out there, probably only takes them like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes to actually really unlock these milestones. But you know, like I said, this is for the newer players and beginners, because when I was beginning, it definitely did not take me, you know, I think now it takes me less than an hour, and but before it definitely took me either the full 24 hours or, you know, less than 12 hours. So I mean, it definitely did take time for sure. As you guys build up your roster, you're gonna find it's easier and easier each week, and that's really gonna be noticeable as you progress. So that's huge, you guys.
And there you guys have it. With that victory there, you see that I did just reach the blitz points that I needed to unlock all of the milestone rewards, which was 200,000. So that's an example of how I go through, and this takes me less than an hour. But you know, you guys keep in mind too, you know, the longer you play this game, the easier it's going to get. That's my overall strategy. Oh, I should also mention as well, you know, as you can see here, let's just say hypothetically 3.7x the multiplier right now. If this is what you're comfortable with and you want to stay in this range, generally what I like to do is I do generally keep some lower characters at the very bottom here. So what I'll do is I'll try to clear all my characters here, and what you want to do is you just want to put a losing team, right? And reason being is because you can also, you know, similar to what I showed earlier, you can lose a battle to go back a tier, or you can purposely retreat. So, or excuse me, purposely lose. So you would just go in with this team, and then right away we would be able to actually force a defeat, which then would roll back the multiplier back to the beginning. And what this essentially does is it keeps you in the multiplier that you're comfortable with. So as you guys can see here, here's the battle. I'm going to hit the top left menu here just to quit battle, and then what we want to do is hit lose battle. This saves you a little bit of time as well. You'll force a defeat here, and I think this has been an amazing feature just because now people don't have to purposely actually try to lose, just eats up time. And as you guys can see, it reset back to the 3.7x without any of the additional tiers afterwards. So that's what I mean. That's how you guys can regulate and control the multipliers and really be at a multiplier level that you're comfortable in, and that's how you'll be able to maximize those points. So you guys, just to reiterate here, I think it's just really important to not only be able to when you're thinking about blitzing, it's extremely vital to just have these preset teams that I showed you guys here. So you know, going through here, you can save squads here. It's gonna be different from level to level, but I have a total of 30 slots here, and you're able to save. And I've just sorted from basically power level, so that essentially as I build my multiplier here, you're able to actually generate more and more. So there is a rhyme and reason for all this, you guys, which is nice. And then obviously your strongest teams are at the very top, which essentially is when you're essentially done your rotation and therefore maximizing your total points that you can generate from the victory. So just for you guys to reiterate as well, you know, keep in mind each week, like I said earlier, you know, you'll get stronger and stronger as you level up your characters. So meeting these milestones will essentially take you less and less time as you progress, as you level, as you become stronger. And also keep in mind too, you just have to find that hot spot in which you're comfortable in, and a good way to determine that is
you know, I auto-win a lot of my battles I showed you here, and if you can't auto-win 2 battles consecutively, that's a good sign that it's likely the next lower tier that you're comfortable in, because like I said, that's how I did it in terms of the range for me that was comfortable based on my characters. So presetting those teams, you guys, being able to find that multiplier to maximize points in, that's really just going to be able to help give you guys these free rewards, and that's ultimately going to help you guys grow as a player. And it's really rewarding to see all these teams come together and being able to unlock these rewards, because like I said at the beginning earlier, I wasn't able to do it, and now that you can do it without even thinking. And like I said, the Blitz here just gives you so much rewards here. So as always, you guys, I hope my video provides some insight for newer players and beginners. I definitely didn't know this information when I started. I was pretty confused about blitzing, to be honest. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you guys can let me know what your thoughts are. But best of luck in the future, you guys. I hope the blitzing process does improve in terms of the rewards, but for now, you know, this is how we can utilize it the most that we can. We got to just benefit from at least maximizing those milestones, and push for the most free stuff that we can get as free-to-play players, right? So thanks again and again for always watching, you guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.